Josh George, college football preseason preview. The Houston Cougars. How will the Houston Cougars do in 2024? Let's preview the Houston Cougars for 2024. Look, bye bye Dan Holgerson. Hello Willie Fritz. Willie Fritz is 169 in college football. He was 2-10 in his first year at Tulane. He likes to tear schools down from the studs and build them up. He has announced that Devin Smith will be his quarterback. Other than that, positions are opened. It will be a new team. It will have a new look. Look, he believes that his quarterback had a 64% completion rate last season. He expects to have a lot of short passes and to do well in the run game. Look, this Houston team really struggled. They only won 4 games last season. They used the air raid. This is not exactly the air raid. Certainly not the same air raid that you would expect from Hal Mummy and those guys. And it's just a different offense and a lot of different blocking schemes for your offensive line to learn. You only bring back Tarek Jenkins, your right guard. He's the only offensive lineman that started last season. Also, you've got a bunch of freshmen. You expect to have 3 freshmen to start on offense and 2 to 3 on defense. Young team. Also, Lamb Duggery, your punter, is a freshman. Very young team. Youth makes a difference, especially going on the road. Willie Fritz is building this team slowly, so don't expect this year to be the year. Loss against UNLV. UNLV is a tough team. They're going to be really good, and when you got such a young team going into their first game, it's tough. Going into Gaylord Family Memorial Stadium at OU, it's going to be a tough environment. Loss. They'll beat Rice. You got to beat Food, right? So there's one win. Cincinnati, at Cincinnati. My gut tells me you're going to build on your momentum at Rice, and Fritz gets this team to win a second game. Iowa State's one of the toughest teams to play, and they're going to see your momentum and exploit it. You'll lose there at TCU and at Kansas. Tough road games for young teams, lots of freshmen. There's probably 2 losses there. Utah's D-line, if they can rattle Donovan Smith, they're going to win. So give me Utah. Kansas State's defense is going to come after this quarterback too. Expect lots of blitz packages from Chris Kleiman. Give me Kansas State. At Arizona, I think that's a very winnable game for you guys. I mean, a lot of these is the Big 12. A lot of these games are going to be close, one-score games. I think even this team is going to have a lot of one-score games. But give me Houston to win that game. And then Baylor and BYU, that's a tough finish. Really, 2 teams that are going to play grimy and rough you up. So that's why I have Houston 3-9 and 2-7 in conference play. But Willie Fritz is building this team up, and I would expect this team to be really better in almost all of their categories. They were 88th ranked offense last year and 105th defense last season in 2023. Expect those numbers to be about 70th in offense and in the 70s in defense. And a 3-9 team that lost a lot of close heartbreakers and is looking to turn it around, and in 2025 maybe go to that bowl game, and then hey, we may be talking about a playoff team in 2026 depending on what goes around in college football. But it's the portal. Anything can happen. This was a 2024 season preview for the Houston Cougars.